Hey guys, this is Derek Wolf from Over the Fire Cooking, and today we're making fried honey adobo fish over the fire. Let's do it.
Let's start with some whole white fish. You can use small red snapper, you could use striped bass, you could even use trout or even tilapia. We're gonna score them on the outside skin, just going maybe about a 1/4 inch deep, just so we can get that seasoning to penetrate in and it will actually cook it faster. I'm gonna use my adobo honey seasoning, but you're more than welcome to use any spicy fish seasoning. We're gonna evenly coat the outside, making sure we get everywhere, as well as seasoning the inside just so it gets super juicy and flavorful in there as well when we're cooking it. Next, we're gonna take our flour. I'm just using classic white flour, but you could use pretty much any flour that you would like, rice flour, any of that. All it's gonna do is help us crisp the outside skin while we add it into the frying oil. That's gonna give a really crispy skin. It's gonna give us a lot of flavor and a really great texture on the fish. We're gonna start by preheating our fire to about 375 to 400. You can do this on your charcoal grill as well. Adding the cast iron first to preheat for about 2 to 3 minutes, then adding your frying oil on there. I'm using canola oil. Once that oil hits about 325, we're gonna add the fish on, making sure that we place it away from us so we don't cause any flare-ups or any spills. We're gonna cook these guys for about 2 to 3 minutes per side, or about 6 to 7 minutes or so in total. We're looking for them to hit about 145 internal. That's when we know they're done. When they're ready to flip, you'll start to see the edges turn golden brown. Carefully, we're gonna use maybe 1 or 2 spatulas to flip them over so we don't cause any splashes, because oil and fire wanna be friends and they will cause some flare-ups. Once we are ready to go, they hit 145 internal. We are ready to pull these guys off, and look how freaking delicious they are. Only 6 to 7 minutes to cook this guy, and you're ready to go. Pull them off, and we're gonna let them rest for maybe about 1 minute just to let them cool down. One nice pairing that goes with this fried fish is some cilantro lime rice. I'm gonna use some cooked brown rice, mix that together with some cilantro and about 1 to 1.5 limes that are juiced in there, adding a little bit of salt just so we can bring that salinity up. Mix that all together and you have some delicious rice that pairs really well with this fish. Next, we're gonna plate this guy up with the cilantro lime rice and some cooked black beans. This is one of my favorite platters to make with fried fish just because it's fresh. It has a lot of savory flavor, and we're gonna start garnishing this fish. We're gonna use some Mexican crema to go right over the top of this. This will add just a nice creaminess onto the fried fish. And then we're gonna add some chopped cilantro and some chopped scallions. That's gonna give a nice little zest with a little bit of a freshness on top of this fried fish. You're also more than welcome to add some lime juice on top of this if you want a little bit more citrus flavor. Once we're ready to go, we can dive right in. This is such a beautiful recipe to make for a date night, or really just any time you want to impress your friends frying some food over the fire. I'm gonna dive right into this guy, and it was freaking tender and delicious. Find the whole recipe on my blog. Cheers.